People across the region today as they came down with Melbourne Cup fever.
In its 136th year, the Melbourne Cup is one of the world's richest horse races, with $2.2 million up for grabs.
Not everyone can make it to Flemington. In a long-running tradition, thousands of Canberrans flocked to the Canberra racecourse, where they enjoyed much drinking, eating, socialising and lots of betting.
I've got a bet on Saintly, Nothing Like a Dame and Oscar Schindler.
Saintly's going to win because Bart Cummings is going to get his 10th Melbourne Cup. Dream It, because I like the name.
I have Nothing Like a Dane, the Bandette, and perhaps Count Chivas.
Well, I think anyone who'd rely on my tips would have to be crazy.
Oscar Schindler has got a very good chance, a great Irish horse.
Just like in Melbourne, fashion was a vital ingredient in the day's success.
It's all too beautiful.
The Hyatt Hotel played host to many Canberrans who were determined to enjoy the glamour of the day, despite the 700-kilometre divide between them and the main event.
I put it on Saintly and I won 50 bucks.
My wife's going to kill me because I lost. Big time.
In the ACT alone, $2 million was bet on the Cup, up $600,000 on last year. Late this afternoon, ACTAB officials reported that at least one Canberran had picked up the trifecta, scoring $24,507.50. Rani Sadler, Win News.
I hope you did well. CES branches today with the running of the Melbourne Cup. Queanbeyan jockey Brent Stanley unfortunately could not repeat his Caulfield Cup success on Arctic Scent. The winner, Saintly, tipped by our own late mail expert Michael Heath last night, stormed home to victory from Count Chivas and Sky Bow. Here are the closing stages of the big race.
Nothing Like a Dame took the lead. Here is Saintly. Saintly's coming after him. Count Chivas working into the race. Then Super Sleuth followed by Senator running on. Oscar Schindler struggling. Saintly hit the lead in the Melbourne Cup. He drew a length in front of Nothing Like a Dame. Count Chivas. Skybow running on. Saintly in front for Darren Friedman. Bart Cummings has got his 10th Melbourne Cup. Saintly's going to win the Melbourne Cup for Darren Friedman and Bart Cummings. Saintly first. Second placing goes to Count Chivas. A great run. Skybow third.
There was race action too at Canberra this afternoon. The card featured 6 races on a wet track. The first leg of the daily double was race 4, the Shaw and Associates Class 1 handicap over 1,200 metres. Here are the closing stages of that race.
With about 300 metres to go, Sino Dynasty is the leader. Petite Sal is running on stoutly, followed by Race Ace coming down the centre. Twice Sir under the whip, but now Petite Sal moved up on the outside, put the head in front, battling back for Sino Dynasty, and Race Ace coming quickly down the outside, and Manua High is flying, but Petite Sal is in front near the line, and Petite Sal is too good. Petite Sal beat Manua High close for third. Race Ace or Sino Dynasty, then Gold Talek.
Yes, Petite Sal, too good. $7.50 the win, $2.20 the place. The Quinella just shy of $100, and the trifecta worth just over $450. Number 3, Long Rule the King, was a late scratching. John Lomax.
A former judge commits suicide after being linked to a pedophile inquiry.
Saintly's going to win the Melbourne Cup for Darren Friedman and Bart Cummings. Saintly first.
A record 10th Cup victory for trainer Bart Cummings. Good evening. Trained by an old master and ridden by a jockey with a golden touch have combined to win the 1996 Melbourne Cup. Saintly, Bart Cummings and Darren Beedman were simply too good for outsiders Count Chivas and Skybow, just over 90,000 at Flemington for the big day.
Melbourne stole some Sydney weather, producing a perfect first Tuesday in November, allowing some to canvass the colour of Cup Day. Punters began arriving early by road, rail, river and from on high, many content to watch from where they landed.
Cheers!
Fine at the track, but turmoil on the Victorian TAB, a computer crash creating chaos across the state before being repaired. By race time, the on-course crowd passed 90,000, among the ranks politicians past and present, big town celebrities, plus a few village idiots. Hundreds of hat wearers adopted a floral theme in a bid to outbloom Flemington's famous roses. Other forms of headgear focused more on the race itself. As the Cup approached, the caps that mattered were covered in silk. Both Crying Game and Magnet Bay were scratched. Irish stayer Oscar Schindler started favourite at 4-1. But Saintly fans demanded a miracle, and their Christmas was about to come early as Australia stopped for the 136th Melbourne Cup. Andrew McKinlay, National 9 News.
So to the Cup, and that outstanding run by Saintly. For Bart Cummings, it was an emotional 10th win in the big race. For Darren Beedman, his second. Here's John Tapp.
And this great race has begun.
The field of 22 jumped in a near-perfect line. Among the first to show out was Saintly, Nothing Like a Dane, Court of Honour and Fewer Chosen. But it wasn't long before visiting English stayer Grey Shot found the lead.
And the leader is Grey Shot. Fewer Chosen going up on the outside of it second. Then sent to go on the outside of Court of Honour, and Nothing Like a Dane into a beautiful spot, 50 inside.
Approaching the winning post for the first time, Nothing Like a Dane was third on the inside, and directly behind him was Saintly. Oscar Schindler was travelling midfield in a prominent white nose roll. On his inside, in white silks, was the Kiwi Senator. The heavily supported Doremus was third last on the outside. At the halfway mark in the back straight, Grey Shot still made the running. Nothing Like a Dane looked beautifully relaxed in third place, but no more so than Saintly. Straightening for the run home, Fewer Chosen was first to crack. Nothing Like a Dane got the split to challenge Grey Shot, but Darren Beedman switched Saintly into the clear, and any doubts about the chestnut staying the 2 miles were about to be dispelled.
Now Saintly taken to the outside and is starting to work into it. It's Great Shot being tackled by Nothing Like a Dane. Nothing Like a Dane took the lead. Here is Saintly. Saintly's coming after him. Count Chivas working into the race. Then Super Slew followed by Senator running on. Oscar Schindler struggling. Saintly hit the lead in the Melbourne Cup. He drew a length in front of Nothing Like a Dane. Count Chivas. Skybow running on. Saintly in front for Darren Beedman. Bart Cummings has got his 10th Melbourne Cup. Saintly's going to win the Melbourne Cup for Darren Beedman and Bart Cummings. Saintly first. Second placing goes to Count Chivas, a great run. Skybow third, then Senator, Doremus, Nothing Like a Dane.
The brilliant 4-year-old becomes the first horse since Rising Fast in 1954 to win the Cox Plate Melbourne Cup double. For jockey Darren Beedman, Cup number 2, 6 years after his first success on Kingston Rule. Brushing away a tear, master trainer Bart Cummings celebrated a staggering 10th Melbourne Cup.
We taught him to stay, he's nice and relaxed, and you're never sure until the race is over, are you?
And what about the JB Cummings polish? He is an absolute genius with a capital G.
Saintly started at 8 to 1 and paid $6.40 and $2.30. Count Chivas at 33 to 1 paid $9.50, with 50 to 1 pop Sky Bow third paying $29.10. The dubious honour of running last belonged to Boart. But today, Saintly answered the prayers of Bart Cummings, Darren Beedman and thousands of Australian punters. John Tapp, National 9 News.
In the news ahead, children...
Bart Cummings, first to Cox Plate and today the Melbourne Cup. You saw the race earlier in the bulletin, but let's pick up the closing stages once again. Bred and trained by Cummings, Saintly did exactly what his master had trained him for. But such a decisive win could only have been dreamt about by an extreme optimist.
Saintly first, second placing goes to Count Chivas, a great run. Skybow third.
The Cummings, Beedman, Saintly trio had the horse's other part owner, Dato Tan Chin Nam, searching for superlatives. In the end, a good old Aussie expression did the trick.
Saintly, you built.
10 Cup wins still had Cummings playing down the achievement.
This job we do is a team effort.
The jockey who rode with a touch of a saint had only one regret.
And all my children back home, I guess they'd be just getting out of school. Mitchell and Jessica and Rachel, I thank them. And
the $5 million Japan Cup awaits in 3 weeks. Stuart McGill is the latest.